Gave me the comfy one.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'll take it.
No, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for stopping by.
Jump in, sure.
So, folks, we have Deborah Ann Woll here.
Hi, everybody.
Daredevil, God of War.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Thank you for coming.
We're just getting started here, so let's
Maybe snag you before you're super busy this weekend.
I know it's going to be a big day, but it's
So,
great.
we're going to see you later tonight.
Yes.
At Tales of Woodcreek.
Yes. So we did our first season of Tales from Woodcreek. If you haven't seen it, check out the Dungeon Dudes channel, Tales from Woodcreek. It's this crazy mix of Dungeons and Dragons, escape room, LARPing, immersive theater, basically anything my writing partner Ed and I feel like doing.
Incredible.
That sounds amazing.
So I've watched it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Are we going to see more of that?
That's our hope. Where tonight is maybe a little proof of concept. Please come by tonight.
Oh, we're coming.
We will be there.
7 o'clock. Come on by. Again, Ed and I have been up all night trying to come up with ways, funny things
Still working on it.
to put up our sleeves and try and surprise everybody. So we're excited about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now you've been on like a bit of a legendary run right now. Like second season of Daredevil was phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
And then we had an announcement right before Gamecon.
How convenient.
Very
Holy
convenient.
shit.
Like, oh my God.
We didn't do it on purpose.
No, but it's awesome, and it's great to see like Laufey become like sort of a parallel storyline to the God of War story.
I love that was the tack that they took. This idea that like all the while that you've been playing the 2018 game, Faye has been doing her own journey parallel to that, and the opportunities we have now to like expand the lore, deepen the story that you already know with so much more information. I've been like vibrating ever since the announcement came out.
We're so excited.
My wife and I have been replaying it, and just the sprinkling of information where they're like, well, this is her axe. This was her thing. You're like, who is this person?
So, I mean, Corey has already talked about it. He knew we were doing this game. I mean, he pitched it to me in 2018.
Holy shit.
I was literally just going to ask you, like, how long have you been
I've
holding
been
on to
sitting on
this?
this 8 years.
That's so good.
And Corey probably longer. And it meant that the whole time that they were making 2018, the whole time that we were making Ragnarok, we knew that this was the next story. So the hints that have been dropped, you all have no idea how much information we have now woven in, the stories, the answers to the mysteries that are within that.
My wife has been Nancy Drewing God of War as we play it. She's like that. So I'm like, oh, God, that's so good.
I love it.
Now, I have to ask, because we've seen some videos that you've posted of like motion capture.
Yes.
What is a day of motion capture like, aside from having to look at Jack Quaid in like a PVC?
So, see, he only did a little bit of that.
Okay.
No, he came in. I'm so glad that he did, though, because we definitely did have the cube on set most of the time, because we have to know where he is, and we have to know how to go around him, and I have to know where to look when I'm talking to the cube. And the fascinating thing, too, is this is a cube that has emotions and ideas. And so how do you take that shape, and how can it like raise one shoulder or cock its head so that it is like a puppy dog? It has some expressiveness. And so we are actually seeing our puppeteers, as well as Jack when he was available to do it, come in and do that work. But I love that day. It is like a tight work day. It's a 9 to 6 work day, because it is all oneers, because if you know God of War, it is one continuous shot, no cut. So you get through pages and pages and pages a day. It is such a more like efficient, fast way to film. And I absolutely love it. It's my favorite job I've ever had.
What is the weirdest motion capture like movement?
The weirdest movement?
Yeah.
Motion capture movement.
Like there's always like, the opening of the doors, there's
you
the
gotta
shimmies.
do that. You gotta shimmy through.
Yeah.
I had to do a whole day, because in the beginning of the game, Faye's a little nerfed if you watch the gameplay.
Yes.
She's got this thing in her hand, which is affecting her magic. She also has to like get focused and figure out where she is, which is affecting. She also just died. Yeah. So you're recovering.
There's a lot to take in immediately.
Getting the crap beaten out of her again.
She was like, I thought when I died this would be done with, but now there's just more of the same. But yeah, so she's a little nerfed at the beginning, and so we really wanted to see her like be woozy and out of it. So I did like a whole day of just like stumbling around like I was drunk, so that they could figure out how to then like add that into the movement so that it felt natural.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the D&D end, because like we're part of a long-standing campaign. Kyle's our DM.
Fantastic.
How long have you been in the D&D universe? Like, how long have you been doing this?
Let's see. It's been 15 years since I played my first game.
Okay.
I was late to it. I came to it as an adult. I know most people start. There you go. Most people start as kids. About 15 years since I started playing, and I want to say just 3 or 4 years after that, I was already starting to write my own stuff. My very first game that I ran was Lost Mines. I love that starter set. It's the one I always recommend, even though it's really hard to get now. And then after that, I just started writing my own things. And the first time I DM'd live was at I think Stream of Many Eyes for Wizards. I did The Witch of Briarcliff. Go find it. It's one of my favorite adventures I've ever run. I managed to fool Matt Mercer, which is one of my proudest moments. But yeah, and then from there it just kept growing, and I can't believe I get to do this as a living.
That's a great dream there, you know, just like D&D.
Well, I have these moments so much. I'd be like, my obituary is gonna say like Karen Page, Jessica Hamby, Faye, and like professional dungeon master. I'm like, what a weird.
Hell yeah.
I know.
That's a great one.
No complaints.
That's
pretty good.
I take that.
Now, when you're thinking of stuff for Tales from Woodcreek, for people who haven't seen it, you get a lot of practical effects. It's not just D&D around a table. It's going to an actual set.
Yes.
You're getting these escape room-esque like live things happening. I'm thinking of like a desk turning into a Ouija board. Do you just like write that down and be like, hey guys, we have to someone figure this out?
Just like point form notes of random shit.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So we're very site inspired. So we usually try to find the place that we want to do the adventure in, and then we go and we just spend a lot of time there. And we go, well, what could we hide in different places? What is this inspiring in us? And you know, Woodcreek season 1 was very much a folk horror kind of mid 19th century potions and spells and that kind of vibe. So we really leaned into those things. And I always say lean into trope, lean into these mythologies, these spaces that we kind of have an inherent knowledge of, and then twist it on its head. So you don't want to do just exactly the potion. You want to do something that's going to ask something a little more of the players. So yeah, we just kind of grow from there. But it is kind of like, wouldn't it be cool? Like, I've always been interested in LARPing. I've never really done it, but I was like, I kind of want to make them LARP. I want to make them life-size minis on a grid and make them walk around like they're on the map. And so we did that in our like third adventure, second adventure of the series. We just put carpet tiles down, and I was like, great, these are the grid spaces.
That's Wizard's chess.
It's Wizard's chess, exactly. But exactly, we know the trope of Wizard's chess. So you go, how do I take that and then, you know, amp it up a little bit? D&D it. Yeah, so we did D&D Wizard's chess.
Yes. So as a D&D person, what was it like hopping onto Critical Role for that like guest spot? Just that little tiny stowaway.
I was so nervous. I've always been nervous about doing the games live and stuff like that. They'd asked me years before, but that was back when they had like a pretty toxic comment section, and it was just like a live thing. And I was like,
that doesn't happen on the internet.
No, of course not. I love this game. I don't want to introduce something that's going to make me feel bad about it.
Absolutely.
So I actually turned them down earlier on. But then Wizards invited me to do Force Grey, which felt safer, and it was with Joe Manganiello, who I knew from True Blood. And then when they asked me to come back, I was like, you know what? I feel strong enough now. I feel like there's more mods, you know, there's more sort of understanding of what this is. And it was a blast. I couldn't believe we played for like 6 hours.
You just blink and it goes by.
And I couldn't believe I got to kill the dragon. I was like, one of those things where you're like, this shouldn't have happened, but it did, genuinely. And I was literally right before I'd just gotten married, and I was just leaving for my honeymoon. So it was like this weird in-between space.
Fog.
Where I was like, oh my God, everything is happening. But yeah, I mean, I love those guys so much, and I would do anything with them. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to take up too much more of your time.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing.
We could talk D&D for.
If anyone is still questioning D&D and doesn't know D&D, please look up John Bernthal's Real Ones interview with Deborah, because that is by far one of the best explanations.
Thank you.
of D&D I think I've seen that's just like so.
Well, that's the thing to me. Is
passionate.
I think it is experiencing it, because people think sometimes they think it's magic, sometimes they think it's a board game, and I want to be like, no, this is just what you used to do on the playground when you were 7 years old.
Yes.
You already know
Exactly.
how to play this game. There's just some complicated, math and systems behind it, but you don't actually need to know that to play. I need to know that as the dungeon master.
Yes.
But once you're in love, you will read those books like that. It will be so easy and you'll understand it intuitively. So I don't start with the books. I start with the experience. And it's always worked for me. And John was a good enough sport to let me run him through a little spur of the moment thing. And I'm so happy it's resonated with people.
That whole podcast was just excellent to listen to.
It's crazy because it's actually kind of a sad podcast.
Oh,
it is.
But
It can be. Yeah.
so many people who have only seen that clip are like, I love it. That was so much fun.
The rest of it gets a
And I was
little.
like, okay, you saw that one bit. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
No, I personally just felt seen when you talked about consistency and being the consistent person and how they don't really get.
Yeah.
So
Hard to be the well-oiled wheel.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Now,
If you're not
one last thing. Obviously, we just got off Daredevil.
Yes.
Was there any competition on set now that you've got, say, Charlie Cox doing his first game and winning a bunch of awards, and now you're coming back in being like, and then you've also got Matthew Lillard over there who's, played his character 50-something times on video games.
No. I mean, no competition. I think also no competition because, as Charlie will readily admit, he did, 4 hours of voiceover work. He didn't do mocap. He didn't spend years. And I think he's an extraordinary performer. And he very also rightly gave a lot of credit to the French mocap performer that did that work for the game. So it takes a village. I mean, the great thing about video games is it is hugely collaborative. There are hundreds of people that work on these games. And so, I think it was fun to talk about it, but I keep telling him he's got to do it again with the mocap and the void and really dig in and do that work because that's the most fun part. And Lillard, I mean, I love Lillard. We're competitive on so many levels that in a friendly way that he can win that one. I'm sure he's the most experienced. But yeah.
Well, Deborah, once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate
really nice
it.
to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
We'll see you later.
Absolutely, yes.
Tales from Woodcreek.
We'll see you, yes. Come see our show tonight, 7 o'clock. As I said, we have so many surprises. We hope they work. Even if they don't work, come and see us fail.
Pre-order the
Live
Laufey
theater.
game.
That's live
Pre-order
theater.
the way you can't yet, but wish list the Laufey game. It's going to be amazing, really. Yeah.
I think that was good enough,
That
guys.
was good enough.
Good enough?
Yes.
Good enough. Thank you.
Have a good
It's good. You know what? Better than good. Good enough.
Good enough.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com, and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.